Welcome you back to Arlington, Texas, as we're about to start the second half of the CFBHC National Championship. Alabama just set to kick off again to the Seminoles as we get set off. And Ryan Levchik sends off a nice kick that Akili Wallace catches in the end zone. He's going to take it out. He gets it all the way to the 16-yard line before being brought down after a short return. The Seminoles will be deep in their own territory as we start the second half. Wheeler comes onto the field for Florida State. He lines up under center, Wallace in the backfield. Wheeler takes a snap and hands it off to Wallace, who takes it to the right side for a 4-yard swing before being brought down by Trevor Reed. 2nd and 6 now for the Seminoles. Wheeler now in shotgun. He takes the snap and throws it to his tight end, Ben Thomas, across the middle for 8 yards and a first down. He still has the confidence to Thomas even after that fumble. Short memory for both of them. 1st and 10 now. Ball on the Florida State 28-yard line. Wheeler in shotgun. He calls for the snap. He takes it, fakes the handoff to Wallace, and looks to throw. He sees Michael Durham is deep, and he throws it to him. Caught. A 29-yard completion. Florida State is in business with the ball now in Alabama territory. State still pushing. Ball on the Alabama 43. Wheeler runs up to the line and barks out the call. He gets into shotgun and takes a snap. Looks for his main target, Rex Walsh, and Tunch Richardson jumps up and bats the ball into the air at the line, and he comes down with it. He's taking it back, and he gets about 16 yards before he's brought down by Kenny Wallace. But Alabama has flipped momentum, and they have the ball at the Florida State 41-yard line. A great field position at Tunch freaking Richardson has been all over the field.
He is just a great player.
And now McCready comes out for the Tide. He was a little sloppy in the first half, but he seems composed coming out of the locker room. He goes to the line, Crimson Tide in shotgun. He takes a snap and looks for his receivers, Ricky Chambers, and Jim Malloy jumps the route. He picks it off. He's down to the 50, the 40, the 30, and all the way to the 23 before he's brought down by Bobby Given. And just like that, Florida State has the ball back. Oh, now wait a second. There is some jawing going on between Given and Malloy. They need their teammates to separate. Ooh, that is going to be a flag. Malloy pushes Given as he is walking away. There was jawing going on between the two of them, and it looks like Given may have hit Malloy late after the tackle, but the flag is on the ground now, and it is going against Malloy.
Yeah, you got a second post there.
What would have put Florida State at the 23-yard line now puts them at Alabama's 38. Still great field position, but a stupid move by Malloy as they shot themselves in the foot. Now Wheeler comes back out after his second interception of the night. Let's see how he responds. He lines up in shotgun and takes a snap, looks for Rex Walsh, but the throw is behind him. And 2nd down, ball still at the 38. Wheeler and shotgun. His Wallace split right. He takes a snap and looks for his tight end, Thomas, but he's covered. He's running out of time, and he needs to get rid of it, but he doesn't. And Trevor brings him down for a loss of 8 on the sack. Big play by the Alabama.
Yeah, that was a huge play.
Third for the Seminoles from the Alabama 46. What could have been 1st and 10 from the 23 has turned into a disaster for Florida State. Same formation, Wheeler takes the snap and looks to throw. Now he gives it to Wallace on the draw. He takes it to the left side, but it's balled up. Now he cuts it back and reverses field. He gets a nice block, but can't get away, and is brought down for a loss of 4 by, you guessed it, Tunch Richardson.
Great job by the Bama defense there.
And now it's 4th 22 Seminoles at midfield, and they have to punt. A rough series for Florida State. They send out Don Williams to pin the Tide deep. And at this, Alabama is sending out Mark Baker to return the punt. We haven't seen much of him at all this season.
Yeah.
After the fumbles by the other return man, it seems Coach Randy really trusts a young guy more than anyone else right now. Dennis Scott takes the snap, and the punt is really high but mishit. Baker comes up to the 26 to return a very short punt. It looks like Baker will call for the fair catch. No, he doesn't. He takes the ball out to the left to the 30, makes a move on Ben Thomas. He's down to the 40, the 50, and he cuts back. All he has left is the punter to beat. The 40, 30, 20, 10. He does touchdown Alabama. No flags. Baker is a true freshman walk-on from Pine Bluff, Arkansas, and he just made the biggest play of his life.
What a great move by the head coach there.
last on the depth chart at wide receiver, and he wasn't even supposed to dress this game.
Wow.
Unbelievable. But he goes up on the biggest stage, biggest time, and Alabama ties it up at 13. Mark Baker makes the play of the game so far for the Crimson Tide, and Alabama now set to kick it off after knotting the score up at 13. 10 minutes left in the third quarter. Levchik lets out another bomb of a kick, and it's out of the back of the end zone. You can tell he is pumped now. The whole Alabama sideline seems to have taken a shot of adrenaline. Wheeler coming out for the Seminoles to try and bring the momentum back to their side. 1st and 10 from their own 25. Wheeler takes a snap and gives it to Akili Wallace, who runs to the left for a short gain of 3, down by Trevor Reed. 2nd and 7 now. Wheeler in shotgun. He takes a snap and pump fakes to Rex Walsh, and then throws it to Todd Walker, who makes a nice catch at the 43 for a gain of 15. His first catch of the night, and Florida State picks up the first down.
That was a good play there.
And they'll continue to push the pace. Wheeler takes a snap in shotgun, fakes the handoff to Wallace, and he'll try to take it himself, but he is brought down for no gain. Oh. 2nd and 10 now from on their own 43. FSU looking to make something happen. Wheeler takes the snap and looks to throw and tries to find Bud Farmer, but overthrows him in the passes.
Wheeler's been a little off tonight, I think. Just not his usual self, I guess.
3rd down and 10 now, as we work on some technical difficulties. I apologize again.
Yeah. Sound good to me, man.
What?
Sound good to me, at least. You started to.
All right. 3rd down and 10. The Seminoles really need to make something happen here. Wheeler in shotgun. He takes a snap and fakes the give to Wallace. Throws to Rex Walsh, who makes the catch but is brought down for the line.
Okay, now it's just completely messed up. Can't hear a thing.
Out. Don Williams will try again to Alabama D.
There we go.
McCready comes back onto the field. He has 2 interceptions so far this game. He lines up under center and hands it off to Given, who runs it for about 6. Now Alabama is trying to push him a bit. McCready gives it to Given again for 5 in the first down. Alabama has the ball 1st and 10 from their own 26 now. McCready drops into shotgun. He taps and looks to throw. He's tied in Cookie Lewis in the seam. He throws it to him, but it is picked off by Jake, who is immediately. But there is no flag, and it is going to be pass interference Pugh, who made the interception. A very close call, but it goes.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me fine? I can't tell. Sorry.
It's been going in and out for a while now, man. And he is completely gone now. So this is interesting. I didn't hear what he said before he left. He said something, I think. So anyways, we're going to take a quick break, I suppose. I don't really know what to say to you guys right now. I don't know what's happened. Dangerous left us for at least a short period of time, and I'm just going to keep talking until he returns because there's not really anything else to do.
While you're talking, I would like to announce an official apology. I was kind of overplaying my hate for Florida State because I thought it would be entertaining, but apparently it was not at all. So yeah. I'm totally stopping that. I had no idea that people hated it because nobody said anything. So I'm like, oh, nobody's saying anything. They must like this, but they don't, and I'm very sorry, especially to Weiss.
So that's a good apology, Orange.
Thank you.
So I guess we'll wait for Danger to return. I don't know. Maybe he's trying to. Oh yeah, he's sending it to me now. So I guess I'll be taking over the play-by-play duties for the rest of the game. I don't know where he was exactly. He was kind of going in and out for me.
I had no clue. I don't even know what the score was at this point.
Yeah. Basically, what happened was He was talking. I heard something about a punt, I think. No, he said there was a pass interference call on the guy who had the interception earlier, I believe.
I heard that. I heard that.
That was the last thing I heard.
Yeah.
So that's, I guess, where we'll take off. And Danger has rejoined us, I believe.
Yes, he's back. Okay.
All right, I'm back. Sorry.
That's quite all right.
Dean, would you like the script, or do you think
Yeah.
I could try and... All right. We'll take a short break. Florida State, I guess, takes a timeout. That makes sense. So, where were we? Sorry.
I
Were we
want to
after
say
the-
that there was a pass interference call.
Yeah, I found it. Given just ran for 40 yards. All right. It was right after the pass interference call.
All right.
I apologize to anyone listening, but it's just some connection issues on my part.
Yeah.
Dean, check the PM.
They're asking for a freestyle rap or riot in the shout box. Someone wants to just go ahead and take
Go.
that over.
Rap
I mean,
about
you
Alabama.
can't deny a challenge. You have to take that up.
Oh, I have
All right,
to
I guess
freestyle
I'll
rap?
be-
Yeah,
post-
yeah.
I get, or no, here, I said, can you read it from there? Did you get that?
Oh, yeah, I think so. So you started right where the pass interference was called?
Yeah, just look at the first play. You can read from there.
Okay, so we are back from the timeout, and it is 2nd down and 6 now. Florida State. Oh, excuse me. It's already there. Jake Pugh was still jawing at the ref, and Coach Weiss needed to give him away, so they called the timeout. They already had one unsportsmanlike conduct, another would really hurt them. So after the timeout, Alabama still has the ball at the 2nd and 6 for their own 45-yard line. McCready now in shotgun. He takes the snap and looks again for Cookie Lewis in the seam, and he's got him. This time for a 13-yard gain, and the Alabama offense is rolling. 1st and 10 now on the 42. McCready back under center. He takes the snap and quickly throws the slant to Ricky Chambers for a 7-yard gain. And this Florida State defense is stunned. Alabama seems to be able to move the ball at will right now. A complete change from earlier. 2nd and 3rd from the 35. McCready in the shotgun. He takes the snap and looks to throw. He's got Drunken Miller deep. He lets it go, and it's out of the back of the end zone, just barely. Drunken Miller had a step, but he couldn't get to the ball. Tough break there. 3rd and 3 now. McCready still in shotgun. He takes the snap and a handoff is to Given. Given takes it to the right and finds a nice hole and picks up 7 before he's brought down by Flanagan. 1st down. And Alabama hurries to the line to take the next play off. McCready takes the snap and gives it to Given again. He takes it to the right. He runs into Lenzel Rensell. But he reverses field. He's got a chance to get to the edge. It looks like he'll make it down to the 20, the 10, stiff arms Jake Pugh, end zone, touchdown, Alabama. And the Crimson Tide take a 20-13 lead right as the 3rd quarter ends. We will start the 4th quarter with Alabama kicking off to the Seminoles. Unbelievable turnaround.
Impressive run by Bobby Given.
Yeah, you don't really see him break runs like that usually. He's usually a power runner for a couple yards up the middle, but that was an impressive run from Given.
Yeah. First big play out.
And welcome back as we start the 4th quarter here in Arlington, Texas. Ryan Levitt kicking off again for the Crimson Tide. Wallace to return. The kick is deep and out of the back of the end zone. Florida State will start this quarter with the ball on their own 25. Wither comes back out for the Seminoles. 2 interceptions and no touchdowns on the night. He's in shotgun with Keely Wallace. He takes the snap, throws to Rex Walk, who makes the grab for 12. A nice catch for a nice gain. 1st down and 10 again on the Florida State 37. Wheeler takes the snap and hands it off to Wallace again, and he runs for a gain of 3 up the middle. Florida State rushing the pace now, and they quickly get the snap off, and Wallace takes it again and runs to the left for a chunk of 8 yards. And all of a sudden, both offenses seem to be moving the ball much better. Maybe the defenses are getting a little tired. Florida State now has the ball at their own 45. Wheeler in shotgun. He takes the snap and throws for Michael Duramus. He has a step, but the ball falls way short, incomplete. Wheeler just not looking like himself again. 2nd down and 10. Wheeler takes the snap. He fakes a handoff to Akili Wallace and turns to throw to his tight end, Ben Thomas, who makes the grab and is brought down for a gain of 6. It'll be 3rd and 4. Wheeler now under center. He takes the snap and hands it to Akili Wallace, who runs up the middle for a gain of 4. And it looks like there could have been more because Frank Williams got a whole handful of face masks when he brought him down. And yep, there's the flag. So at 15 yards on the end of that, and that will put FSU on Alabama's 30. Unbelievable. You can't make a mistake like that this late in the game. First down and 10. Wheeler in the shotgun. He takes a snap and hands it off to Wallace, who runs it to his left for 5 yards. Solid gain on first down. Second and 5 now for the Seminoles on Alabama's 25. Wheeler takes a snap and looks to throw. He throws to Ben Thomas on the out route, but it's broken up by Trevor Reed. He's been making a lot of those plays tonight. Third down and 5. FSU hurries up to the line. Wheeler takes a snap and tosses it to Wallace, who takes up the middle for 5. It'll be close. They're bringing out the chains. And Wallace was just short of the first down, about 2 chain lengths. And Weiss is faced with the decision. He decides to kick the field goal. We'll see how that turns out for him. He sends Dennis Scott out for the attempt. The snap is good, hold is good, and the kick is up and good. Dennis Scott with a 38-yard field goal to bring FSU within 4. Score is 20-16. Alabama with 12:11 left in the game. Florida State now kicking it off to Mark Baker, who took a punt back for a touchdown earlier this game. Scott takes the kick, and it's 8 yards in the end zone. Baker takes the knee for a touchback, and Alabama will have the ball at the 25. McCready back on the field now. Neither quarterback has thrown a touchdown pass in this game yet. McCready takes the snap and looks to throw. He feels pressure and has to get out of the pocket, and he throws away. Pressure applied by Tony Schaub, the junior defensive end. Second down now, and McCready in the shotgun. He takes the snap and hands it off to Given, who is met at the line and tackled for a 2-yard loss. Timmy Flanagan on the blitz, and he takes down Given. Third down and 12 now for the Tide. McCready in shotgun. Given goes in motion split out left. McCready takes a snap and throws it to Given, but the pass is high and sails out of bounds. It'll be 4th and 12 from the 23. Alabama's going to send out the punting unit. Cliff Batch to kick it to Akili Wallace. Batch handles the snap cleanly and lets off a nice kick to Akili Wallace, who fields it at the FSU 30. He takes it to the left side and gets a nice block. Wallace to the 40, to the 50, cut back. He makes a good move. Gets down to the 40 and all the way down to the Alabama 30 before he is brought down. A great return by Akili Wallace that will put Florida State in amazing field position. Wheeler steps back on the field now. 1st and 10 for the Seminoles. Wheeler takes the snap and quickly throws it to Bud Farmer, who drops the pass. It'll be 2nd and 10 now. FSU right back to the line. Wheeler in shotgun with Wallace in the backfield. Wheeler takes the snap and hands it off to Wallace, who takes it to the left for 3 yards. He was brought down by Andrew Fazandi, who has been quiet today. Third down at 7 now. Wheeler in the shotgun. He points out the defense and yells an audible. Now he steps under center. Twins left. The ball is snapped, and it's fumbled. Wheeler falls on it, but it's now 4th down. There was a problem with the center quarterback exchange, and you don't expect to see that very often with John Zachtoff. Oh, go ahead.
I was doing John Zachtoff is one of the best centers in the nation.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Wheeler's just been off tonight. Maybe it was kind of his part
Maybe
there. So it is now 4th and 7, and it seems like Weiss is leaving the offense on the field. Wheeler in the shotgun now. Wallace off the field. 5 wide. Wheeler takes the snap and pump fakes to Ben Thomas, and he throws a strike to Rex Walsh. For a 9-yard gain and a first down, a ballsy call by Weiss pays off.
Great call by Weiss. He needs to get the team into the end zone.
Now the Seminoles rush the ball. Wallace back in the game. Wheeler takes the snap and hands it to Wallace, who takes up the middle for 7 yards. Good gain on first down. It's now 2nd and 3. Now Wheeler will stay in the shotgun, trips left. He takes the snap and feels pressure. He rolls down the pocket and sees Walsh, but he has to get rid of it because Trevor Reed was breathing down his neck. It'll be 3rd and 3.
Good pressure by Reed.
Yeah, great job there. 3rd and 3 now. Wheeler moves back under center. Florida State goes to the I formation. Barrett Good comes into the game for the first time. Wheeler takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Good, and then gives it to Wallace, who powers for about a yard but cannot get much further. It'll be 4th and short. And it looks like Weiss is going to go for it again. They stay in the power formation. Wheeler under center. He takes the snap and this time turns and throws to Ben Thomas, who takes a quick grab and picks up 4 for the first down. Another well-designed play by Weiss. Everyone bit on the run, and Ben Thomas was open for the first down.
Another ballsy call.
Yeah, and it's paying off for him. Florida State now has first and goal on the 6-yard line. Good will leave the game. Wheeler moves into the shotgun. Wheeler takes the snap and looks to throw. He rolls to the right and is running out of room. He sets his feet. He's got Rex Walsh open, and it's a touchdown! Wheeler took a lick on that play, but he got the pass off for a touchdown. And the extra point puts FSU up 23-20 with 5:02 left in the game. Unbelievable play there.
They just need to hold on now.
Yeah.
But it's going to be tough because this Alabama offense has just been producing too.
Yeah. So now it's Florida State kicking off. Mark Baker back to return. The freshman is dangerous. He took one back for a touchdown today. Dennis Scott kicks it. It's a nice kick. Baker fields it a yard deeper in the end zone. He takes it up to the 10, the 20, the 30, and he spins off a tackle to the 40, the 50. He only has the carry to beat the 40. Oh, he's caught by Dennis Scott at the 30-yard line. Another sensational return by Baker, and he cannot believe it. Alabama in great position to tie or take the lead. Wow.
Oh, this kid is insane. The big playmaker for Alabama tonight.
The next Devin Hester, I think. Unbelievable. So it'll be 1st and 10 on the Florida State 30-yard line. Alabama's sideline is pumped up. Bobby Given is jumping up and down on the field, and everyone is congratulating Baker. Now Alabama needs to convert. McCready is under center. Given behind him. Given looks like he wants the ball. McCready takes the snap, and he gives it to him. Given to the left. He powers for a 6-yard gain. Alabama trying to capitalize on the momentum now. They hurry the line. McCready takes the snap and looks to throw. He sees Darrell Mack to his left. He makes the grab and is brought down after a 7-yard gain. 1st down and 10 on the Florida State 17. Alabama is seriously threatening to take the lead. Still pushing now. McCready goes in the shotgun. Given splits out right. Cookie Lewis goes in motion to the left. McCready takes the snap. He fakes to Lewis and throws it to the top to Ricky Chambers, who makes the grab in the end zone for a touchdown. And Alabama takes the lead with 3:31 left in the game. And with the extra point, it's 27-23, Alabama. Wow.
Oh, my gosh. Whew. Florida State needs to come back here or else it is over. There's not much time left.
And now, Alabama's kicking off the lead. Ryan Levy to kick it. Akili Walls to return. It's a good kick. Walls fields it at the 1. He takes it to the 10, the 20, the 30, and is brought down at the 35. A good return for Walls when FSU needs it. Wheeler comes out now as he tries to get FSU into the end zone in the last 3 minutes of the game. 1st and 10, Wheeler's in shotgun. He takes the snap, looks, and throws to Todd Walker for a 19-yard gain, and FSU quickly moves into Alabama territory, all the way down to the Alabama 46. 1st and 10 now for Florida State. Wheeler hurries to the line. He throws to Rex Walsh for a 16-yard gain. They hurry to the line and run the same play again, and Rex Walsh catches it again for a 12-yard gain. This time down to the Alabama 18, and Florida State takes a timeout with 28 seconds left.
Wow. They are booking it. 28 seconds left. This is getting intense.
All right. I need a break here. Whew. All right, so here we go. Thomas Wheeler now running up to the line. It's 1st and 10 on the Alabama 18. He's in shotgun. He takes the snap and throws to Rex Walsh in the end zone, but it's over his head, incomplete. Oh, that was close.
He had him.
Yeah, 2 more plays here, Florida State. Let's see what you do. 2nd and 10 now. Thomas Wheeler takes a snap and throws to Ben Wallace for a 7-yard gain. Timeout, Florida State. 3rd and 3 from the Alabama 11. 11 seconds left on the clock.
They have 1, maybe 2 more shots here.
Yep. All right, here we go.
Play off quick.
Thomas Wheeler takes the snap and throws for Ben Thomas in the end zone, but it falls incomplete again, missing another shot in the end zone. It'll be 4th down now. 3 seconds left. Last chance for Florida State. Wheeler lines up 3 wide. He takes the snap and looks for Rex Walsh again, and it is picked off by Tavion Olympian. Alabama will win. There is no time left on the clock.
Oh,
Alabama
my God.
is your national champion.
Wow.
Unbelievable game.
Incredible ending.
My voice changed completely while I was speaking.
That was insane. Way to go.
Oh, man. Alabama, hats off to you. That turnaround was unbelievable. I did not see that coming.
After their loss to LSU, they come back and they are your new national champion.
Yeah.
And so, who do you give player of the game to?
I don't even. I guess
It's gotta
Bobby
be-
Gibbons will run. Oh no, wait, no, you gotta give it to the punt returner. Excuse me, or the returner.
Punt returner or Tunch Richardson. Let's
Oh,
get
yeah.
some stats for the game. Tunch Richardson had 1 interception and 10 tackles. Also for Alabama, Trevor Reed had a sack, 8 tackles, a fumble, forced fumble, and a fumble recovery. He might be your player of the game. Quarterbacks didn't do much. Wheeler was 15 of 18 for 215, a touchdown and 3 interceptions. McCready 13 of 22 for 182, a touchdown and 2 interceptions.
Yeah, I think Tunch deserves as the player of the game this time. He was just on fire.
He was all over the field. He led this Alabama defense.
And you gotta hand it to Florida State. They were right there at the very end, and they just had some bad breaks. Like
Yeah.
those last 2 plays, they could have been easily touchdowns, and they couldn't convert.
Now,
Yeah.
I gotta ask you, what do you think this does to Thomas Wheeler's draft stock? Because he didn't really perform well on the biggest stage.
I mean, I think it hurts just a little bit, but I mean, overall, I still think he'll be a top 5, top 10 pick.
Yeah.
He is still one of the most talented quarterbacks in the nation. And he was not a terrible game, but he couldn't convert when it was needed. And he threw 3 interceptions.
3 interceptions, yeah. So and no touchdowns, right?
He threw 1 touchdown to Rex Walsh.
Forgot about that.
5 interceptions compared to 2 touchdowns in this game. It was just insane.
So we now have an official streak. The SEC has won back-to-back national championships. I mean, it's unbelievable.
And he was, again, Wheeler was 15 of 28 for 215, a touchdown, 3 interceptions. Rex Walsh for Florida State was 7 catches for 102 and a touchdown. Akili Wallace was 14 carries for 94 yards and a touchdown. Bobby Gibbon had 17 carries for 100 yards and a touchdown. And Bama did get many receivers. Ricky Chambers, 3 catches for 56 yards and a touchdown, but McCready did not do much.
Yeah.
How are Drunkenmiller's stats? I heard his name a lot tonight.
Drunken, he did not show up on the stat sheet
Wow, he must have had a bunch of drops then.
yet. But again, the defenses are what showed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
6 turnovers. Florida State, what ended up killing them, they turned the ball over 4 times. Alabama turned it over twice, but that's not as good.
Yeah.
Now, what's amazing to me is the turnaround that Alabama had from the first half to the second half. First half, they could not do anything. In the second half, they score, 21 points?
Yeah.
That's a crazy turnaround. And according to the Shoutbox, I think Dean earned the Announcer of the Game award.
Oh, thank you.
That I was not expecting you to have such great abilities in the booth.
Oh yeah. Thank you. It just comes natural to me, guys. I don't know what to tell you. It's the voice.
But that may have been one of the best finishes of the season. I mean, as far as games go.
Yeah. I mean, that last drive was unbelievable. You had like 3 opportunities where it looked like it could have been a touchdown for FSU, and then it just wound up being an interception.
Yeah, it was that might have been, if it weren't for the kickoff or punt return for touchdown, that might have been play of the game by Tavion Oliphant.
Yeah.
Now, what do you see from these teams going into next year? Florida State trying to avenge this loss at such a late time in the season.
Well, Bama's a good young team, which is really scary, because if I remember correctly, I think a lot of their guys are returning. I think you have like their entire wide receiving core is returning, and I think their quarterback's returning, if I'm correct. And I think Tunch is young too, isn't he?
Tunch is a sophomore.
Yeah, Tunch is a sophomore.
But you look at Florida State too. They have Thomas Wheeler will graduate, but Dick Cook is 4-5. Akili Wallace is a 5-5 running back who hasn't declared yet. Mike Latta is 4-5, June freshman, redshirt freshman. Rex Walsh is just a sophomore. They have Todd Walker, Bud Farmer. They have a lot of pieces on offense. Both these teams will be in the playoffs next year. That is my prediction.
Yeah. And while Alabama is losing two receivers, it is their 4th and 7th string receivers. So not a big loss there.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Mark Baker for a second.
Oh, yeah.
True freshman, walk-on from Pine Bluff, Arkansas. He is listed last on the depth chart. He is one of 2.5.
Right.
And he comes up with the biggest plays of the game.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
How
do you do
that?
Maybe the biggest play of the season. Because you'd expect to see Given or Mack returning, but it was Mark Baker who stepped up for the Crimson Tide.
I guess
His
that's
mom-
good. Randy, though.
His mom was crying in the stands. Well, way to go, Alabama. Do you have any closing comments, either of you?
It's been a good year.
It's been a great year. I've only been here for half the year, and I love it.
Season 2 has been fabulous. And we're just getting ready for Season 3. We'll make a post on RCFB after a lot of the progressions to get new people in. We'll have a new crop of players, and Season 3 should be great.
Yeah. Question: are we gonna be able to do the Super Bowl like this too?
Actually making a guest appearance.
We'll see if Dean wants to, because I'm sure that it won't be my job.
Yeah, I'll probably do it.
What happened there? Because I wasn't here for this. So.
Oh, and we have Dream here at the last second.
Yeah.
I guess my connection was cutting out. Plus, Dean has a God's voice.
And now, strangely enough, now that the game is over, your connection is perfect.
Yeah.
It has been flawless since the game ended.
It is the universe telling us to put Dean in.
I think me and Dean should call a game next year.
Oh, God.
Yeah. I think we need to go back for the call of the game so Dean can recall that Bobby Given touchdown. The first. Let's find that one.
Like ESPN Classic later on.
ESPN Classic replay. Not the Mark Baker. The Mark Baker touchdown. The return. Let's see.
I'm surprised my dad didn't yell at me, because I'm pretty sure I was yelling at some points.
You
He's
were.
sleeping. So.
All right.
He might be dead, actually.
Let's hear the
Where was
ESPN
this?
Classic replay. The Mark Baker return. Did you see that?
Yeah, I got it. So now it's 4th and 22 for the Seminoles at midfield, and they have to punt. A rough series for Florida State. They send out Don Williams to pin the Tide deep. And look at this. Alabama is sending out Mark Baker to return the punt. We haven't seen much of him all this season. After the fumbles by the other return men, it seems Coach Randy, all right, trust a young guy more than anyone else right now. Dennis Scott takes a snap, and the punt is really high, but mishit. Baker comes up to the 26 to return it, a very short punt, but it looks like Baker will call a fair catch. No, he doesn't. He takes it out. And he takes it out to the 30 and makes a move on Ben Thomas. He's out to the 40, the 50. He cuts back, and he has left all the punter. He has left.
All he
has
has.
left is the punter to beat. The 40, 30, 20. He does. 5. Touchdown. Alabama, no flags. Baker is a true freshman walk-on from Pine Bluff, Arkansas, and he has just made the biggest play of his life. He was listed last on the depth chart and wasn't even expected to dress, but he shows up on the biggest stage at the biggest time. Alabama ties it up at 13.
And that was your call of the game, the play of the game by both teams. Well
Sorry,
done.
That is what makes college football great. You never know who's going to step up.
And it was a person who was listed last on the depth chart, hadn't seen the field all season, came in when no one else would. 6'1", 165, and makes the play. Ooh.
Ugh.
Now, I still think the biggest call of the game, without a doubt, was that
that holding call on the
Oh, yeah.
Florida State touchdown.
Yeah,
Had that not happened, they might have broken this game wide open and destroyed Alabama.
that seriously hurt their momentum because they ended up.
It hurt Wheeler's confidence too, because he was never really the same after that.
He had a few plays, but he was high and could not hit his receivers all night.
He was high.
Well, that's an investigation for the NCAA. All right.
That's gonna be.
Do we have anything left? It's been a great season, y'all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ah,
it's been a good day, I guess, for the national championship. Good show. Thanks for listening.
What's the Super Bowl media stuff? Like, I'll just check that actually, but maybe somebody knows
the Pro Bowl is tonight.
Oh,
Tonight?
we call it the Pro Bowl?
No, we're not calling it the Pro Bowl.
Please let us call the Pro Bowl.
You know how long
Yes.
it took me to write this?
Like 10 minutes.
This?
No, I'm
Never
joking.
mind.
Oh shit. And
Uh,
imagination.
I mean, they changed some of the script anyway.
yeah, just a
Well,
little bit.
it was never
Wow.
huge. It was like up the middle, and then
Oh, yeah. Well, let's check to make sure. Yep, the Pro Bowl is tonight in Honolulu, Hawaii. And well, I'm done here.
Okay. I'm done. I'm out. Okay.
I'm done. Way to go, Dean. That was a great call of the game.
all right, thank you. This has been the National Championship Show. I'm Dean Craig Pelton, signing off.
Danger Zone. See you later.
Emperor of Orange. See you guys.
I love Dreamatorium. I wasn't really here for the last couple seconds, but whatever.